right now in Israel, they are attempting to cause a lot of different changes to the legislation that's being pushed forward by a number of different Knesset members. But there's one in particular that caught my eye. My mom alerted me to it about a week ago, and then I found a full translation of the proposed legislation online today. This would be March 20th, and so I thought I would share it with you guys. So it's titled Full Text, Read the English Translation of the Newly Proposed Legislation to Outlaw Sharing the Gospel Message in Israel. This is a professional English translation of the full text by Knesset members Moshe Gavni and Yaakov Asher. The internal number is 219-8904, and the title of this is called the Proposed Penal Law Amendment, Prohibition of Solicitation for Religious Conversion 2023. So what they want to do is amend Clause 174A in the penal law back from 1977. And so what they're trying to add in there is titled, it says this: someone who solicits a person digitally, directly, by mail, or online in order to convert his religion, the punishment, 1 year imprisonment. And if the person was a minor, the punishment, 2 years imprisonment. They also want to amend Clause 368 of the Principal Law, and so in place of saying 6 months imprisonment, they want to exchange that for 2 years of imprisonment and cancel a subclause. Now, they have decided to give an explanation for the desired changes, and it says this: the Penal Law, 1977, hereinafter the law, determines a number of offenses regarding solicitation to convert religion, which are safeguarded in clauses 174A, 174B, and 368. Recently, the attempts of missionary groups, mainly Christians, to solicit conversions of religion have increased. At times, these attempts do not involve monetary promises or material gains and are therefore not illegal according to the current law. But the many negative repercussions, including psychological damages, warrant the intervention of the legislature. This is particularly in light of the fact that most of the attempts to bring people to convert their religion target the weaker class who, due to their social economic standing, are more easily open to persuasion attempts such as these. Therefore, it is proposed that alongside the prohibition of giving favors as an incentive to convert religion, also prohibited will be the act of solicitation to convert religion when it is done directly to a person. It is proposed to distinguish between a situation where the person being solicited is an adult, in which case the maximum penalty proposed is 1 year imprisonment, and a situation where the person being solicited is a minor, in which case the maximum penalty proposed is 2 years imprisonment, and therefore it is also proposed to cancel Clause 368B of the law, which deals with solicitation of a minor to convert his religion. Also proposed is to make stricter the punishment for someone who holds a ceremony of religious conversion of a minor and make it 2 years imprisonment instead of 6 months, as stated presently in Clause 368A of the law. A similar proposed amendment of the law was placed before the 24th Knesset by MK Moshe Gafni and a group of MKs. The proposed law is identical to P24/1928 and so was not rechecked by the legal department of the Knesset. So essentially what we're seeing here is a direct targeting of Christian missions activity in Israel, as they specifically highlighted in their explanation for the desired amendments. Now, these amendments have been attempted to be pushed forward previously, as we see with the 24th Knesset. This one is the 25th that we're dealing with now. And so this is, not something that is necessarily new, but it is alarming. And so we should, of course, pray against these things. Now, this doesn't just cover Christianity. It covers conversion to literally any religion. And it's meant to protect minors from, cults and groups like that. But the fact that their explanation specifically targets Christian missions and targets now not just missions that are providing incentives for conversion, which that's completely unbiblical, we know that, but it is specifically targeting now Christians who are just talking, who just want to share the gospel, which is what you and I do on a daily basis, is just sharing Jesus with others and encouraging them to seek out the truth of these matters. So if you are planning a trip to Israel, keep these things in mind and just pay attention to this legal activity that's been going on, this change in legislation that they're trying to push through, and hope and pray, mostly pray, that nothing will come of this, as it has not happened in the past, so may it not happen in the future. Anyhow, this is the update that I have to give you guys. Continue praying for Israel, and keep your eyes focused on the fact that Jesus is coming back soon. We don't have much time left, and so we have to do the most with what we have right now, and that is to continue sharing the gospel no matter how scary it might be.